Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back. I do appreciate the support. Guys, I was supposed to do this story last week. I think the day this story broke, I think Saturday, but it happened on Friday. I got caught up in other videos I was doing. Didn't get a chance to do this, so I do apologize. But more details have come out about the situation that happened in Atlanta, where this little boy right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is 5-year-old Javion Pruitt. This boy was found in an apartment, in his own apartment, stabbed to death, with the house on fire. Fire department responded, put the fire out before it got a chance to tear up his body. Seen he had stab wounds. Nobody was in the apartment with him. Around the side of the house, the apartment complex, they went and searched around to see for any clues. They find this woman right here, Azaria Burton, walking around behind in the back of the building, lethargic. So she was taken as a person of interest and subsequently arrested that night. Now, I'm not in politics or anything like that, but I do say some stuff that people can take as being political, especially I have a big problem with the way the laws are now. They're not changing with the habits and ways of the people. And I feel as though a lot of the elderly people and children are not protected enough. Whereas a lot of people that are in high places don't think enough or prioritize enough the lives of children and those that have lived their life and contributed to society thus far. And just want, peace at the end of their road. You're lucky I don't run this country, because a lot of people would have to go. A lot of people would have to go. And that's just me saying that. I'm not wishing death on somebody, but we would get straight real fast. I wish normal people could run for president. I'd put my name right on that ballot. Let me show you what happened in this video. And it's depressing. But I told you before, Juggernaut real, Juggernaut dangerous. And this is further proof. Check it out.
Well, new tonight, we have the charges one woman is facing after her 5-year-old child was found stabbed to death inside her apartment that was on fire. 11 Alive's Molly Oak live outside this apartment complex where it happened. Molly, just a heartbreaking story here. You just spoke with the child's father. His father lives in Mississippi. What did the child's father have to say this afternoon?
He says he hasn't eaten since he heard the news. Aquarius Pruitt told me that he was set to celebrate his 5-year-old's 6th birthday in just a couple of weeks in Mississippi with him. Instead, he says he's still trying to wake up from what feels like a nightmare.
Javion, you just hit the jackpot.
He was very energetic. Like, he just loved life. He loved to play. He loved his mom. He loved his dad. He loved his brother.
That's how Aquarius Pruitt, who didn't want to go on camera, wants people to remember his 5-year-old son, Javion.
Like the night before all this happened, I got home and I called him.
They were supposed to play a video game together.
He was like, "Then I gotta take a shower and I'm gonna call you back."
Aquarius never got a call.
My mind was just thinking like, "Oh, it's past bedtime," so I just called him tomorrow. So that was my last time talking to him.
The next day, Thursday the 19th, there was a fire at this apartment complex in Peachtree Corners. Azaria Burton, Javion's mother, is accused of stabbing her 5-year-old to death and then lighting her apartment on fire with Javion inside. Police say she now faces multiple charges, including murder.
He was just a great kid. He never was troubled or anything like that. Though. So that's why I'm just trying to see how this happened.
Aquarius is still wrapping his head around his son's final moments.
I just hope he wasn't up or knew that she did it. that's what I'm just hoping he would just sleep. Because if he wasn't sleeping, I just really don't know.
What he does know is how he wants people to remember Javion.
Don't think about what happened to him. Just think about how joyful, playful he was, and the type of kid he was, and the smile he had.
All right, guys, that was the video. And the father spoke. And I'm going to talk about the father real fast. He said the little boy was 5 years old, was going to come down to Mississippi where he currently resides, chill out with him, talk on the phone. Little boy said, "Hey, I'll call you back, Dad. I got to take my shower," and never called back. They had somewhat of a good relationship. Look at this little boy, y'all. Look at him. He's happy in that picture. Look at the life in his eyes. When I see these pictures of these children, right? And then I see what happens to them, like where they never seen it coming. That bothers me. It does. It bothers me. And it should bother you too. Seriously, I do these videos for a reason. This should bother us. Maybe if we do enough of these videos, it'll have some people wake up, or if I say something that makes somebody change their mind, well, hey, it ain't that bad out here. And I do love my child, or so, you know what I'm saying. This woman right here looked like a baby herself. She do. I think they said she was 22 years old. Looks like a baby herself. She had this baby when she was 16 years old. They're old enough to be siblings. I didn't have my first baby till I was 21 years old. Well, 22 when the baby was born, right? I had a little bit of knowledge of how the world works. And I was out there on my own already. And I was married. She had a baby at 16 years old. Still probably living with a parent or parents. Not knowing anything about nothing. I don't know why it is that somebody will even allow their child, that's a child themselves, to have a baby. This thing right here screams. She either had hate for the father, they probably wouldn't get along or something, some type of animosity, or she was just overwhelmed and just tired of being a mom. And most of these stories are like that. There are a lot of women out here that are overwhelmed. And my thing is this. Sometimes you do have douchebag dudes, but other times you have a lot of selfishness out there too. And us fellas know we're going to keep it real tonight. This little boy should still be here. He liked his dad. Seemed like his dad loved him. Why you ain't just give him to his dad? It's like sometimes women have these kids in their custody and he ain't getting the baby. I'll take the baby out before I give the baby to him. It don't mean you're a bad parent. It don't. The boy was 5, about to turn 6. He needed his father in his life. Guys, listen, if you go back to watching some of these National Geographics or something like that, where they show a lot of these tribes and stuff like that, when the boys are old enough to run, they start learning life lessons from what? Men. They take them hunting. They take them out in the field. They teach them how to field dress stuff, how to hunt, how to do basic stuff for their own survival. Mom gonna always be mom. But the real world, when they go out there, they're gonna be a man. It's like we don't think about that no more. Our minds are clouded with a whole bunch of stuff that's put in front of us to pacify us and put smoke screens in front of us to stop us from acting like the normal order of how human beings are supposed to act. And it also takes us out of the realm of what a mother and a father's role are moving forward as a child matures. You guys agree or disagree with that? He should still be here. She shouldn't even be in jail. She could have gave the baby to his father. A lot of times, women like this, don't have outlets for help, or they have mothers or parents that they don't get along with, so they can't get some type of counseling from, or they don't respect their parents because of the way they was brought up, so on and so forth. But either way, she looks stupid, and she ain't getting no pass. Whatever she get, they didn't give her no bond. Let's get that out. She didn't get no bond. This woman is goofy. You stabbed your child to death first, and then used an accelerant and tried to burn up the house with him in it. Burn the body as evidence, as if it was a house fire and you just came home and saw it. How stupid can you be? Y'all know it was coming. Species name, Juggernautus, hide and seekers. Set the house on fire. Try to, it could have endangered all those other units, all because of your own selfishness. Go around the corner, walk around, peeking around, hiding. Peekaboo, I'll kill you. Stupid stuff. Man, I'm telling you, man, I would change the laws so fast. I would make people scared to have kids. You got to be married before you have a kid. And then if you ain't married and you have a child, when he turns 7, he got to go with his dad. And all the men out there, they got these babies and dropping all these babies and girls willy-nilly and all this stuff. You know what happened? When the child turns 7, he's under your custody. You better take care of him. Anything that happened, you know what I'm saying, is on you. I bet that'd cut a lot of the stuff out. You know what I'm saying? It's like babies are like items. They're not like human beings no more. I cannot fathom, my little girl's 7, I cannot fathom doing something to her because I hate my life. She don't hate her life. I hate my life. So I'm going to just take it out on her. That's why I said this seemed like she got an issue with this dude. A lot of times this stuff happened after an argument ensues between two people. The child's the victim, prisoner of war. You killed your baby. Part of that baby was him. I would love to hear the father, because I mean, something's missing out of this. You don't just get off the phone. Something happened. There's no way he made you that mad where you just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then tried to burn him up. This was planned, man. It was planned. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you stab somebody, one blow don't get it. That little boy suffered. Did you see the video I did last week or the week before last? When the girl and the guy got into an argument and they showed them fighting and stabbing each other on that video. She was stabbed over 106 times, guys. They didn't tell you that on the thing. That was a horrific scene, and it was hard for me to watch. She was still alive and moving. This little boy was overpowered by his mother, not knowing why. He went from that to in a burning apartment unit, dead on the ground, bleeding out, while she run around the corner and jumping some goddamn bushes. I feel nothing for this woman. Because that right there is a hateful judgment call that she made on her own account. At what point did you say this was a good idea to kill something I could have died bringing in this world? It's my responsibility, because baby's in my care, to make sure he's in a position where he's better than me at life. Regardless of how I feel about how life is treating me or whatever, it's not his fault. You hear me? It's not his fault. It's never the child's fault. They don't ask to be here. We bring them here. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. JV Improved, may he rest in peace. And this motherfucker burn in hell. Juggernaut real, Juggernaut dangerous. I told you, we need to wake up. And if somebody ain't right and mature up here, sex is for the accomplished. Stop. We need to stop looking at the body and the bubble and all of that type of stuff and start looking at this and this. This will tell you the real. This is the true reflection of somebody, not how they look. And that's the hard part. And us guys go through that and fall victim to that. Unless they blatantly over the top, where we say, okay, this ain't going to work. We see flags where we choose to turn a blind eye. Men and women, we need to wake up. Some motherfuckers shouldn't be able to breathe and damn sure shouldn't be able to have no kids. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.